Hey everyone out there in YouTube land, this is Rockin' Dave Byron from Aurora, Naperville, Illinois again. And this video I want to show how to move effects in the effects chain on the Digitech RP360 XP. So to move your effects around literally in the chain of effects, what you want to do is when you're in this case I'm in my stopbox mode. So what you want to do is you press your select knob here. Now you're accessing your effects here. So if you want to move a compressor around, you could put the compressor behind the distortion and so forth. In this case, I want to move my modulation effect. Oh, went to distortion, sorry. Now, my modulation I got in this patch, I'm using a Univibe. But I want to change it because one of my other patches right next to it, I also have the Univibe. So down here, you got these three knobs. In this setting, I'm on page 1 of 2. So in this setting, this knob right here becomes your model, meaning what is the effect you have. In this case, the model effect I have is a Univibe. So I want to change it to tremolo. So there's vibrato pan, there's rotary, there's vibrato, stone phaser. Okay, and then so forth. It's going to go through the different types of effects. So if you go either way, you'll find which one is what you're looking for. Okay, here's my tremolo. Okay, so there's my tremolo. Now what I want to do is I want to move that where it's not going through the distortion. I want to have that after my distortion. It's important to understand your chain of effects runs here. So it's like you plug your guitar in here and you're going this way and out, or this way into the amplifier, and then this would be like your effects loop and that. So what I want to do here is I want to move my tremolo after my distortion. So now what I do is I press this knob again. Now I come up to a different page here and it says move. So here, knob number 2, I'm going to move this over, and what happened, now my tremolo switched places with my distortion, and it's literally that simple. So that's how you could move effects around in the chain of effect. When you're done with that, you have this little knob under here. Here's your select knob. It turns and you push it in as well. So but to get back into it, you push this little black knob, it says back. Now back to that page. Now you press it again. Now you're back to your settings. Okay. Now here my store button is lit up. So now I'm going to back this up. So I'm going to hit my store button. It's going to flash once. Okay. But see, now I want to rename this. So here's what you could do. Down here you have your letter that you want to change and your cursor. So these two knobs is going to change. Well, I want to keep this as Fender. Instead of calling this Fender Twin 2, I just want to call this Fender Tremola. So this knob right here, I'm just going to move it and see it's moving through the different letters. Each one is being highlighted to what you want to change. So I keep that, I keep that. The T I'm going to keep because for Fender Trem. Okay, now here I'm going to go to this knob to change the letter. So this is what I do. Bring this down. Okay, there's my trem, TR. Move this knob again, the second knob. It moves to this letter icon. Well, I want to move this to my E. Okay. Then come back to my knob here to move. I want to change the N to my M. Okay. Sometimes it does this. I'm not too sure why, but okay, it just changed it to smaller icon. But now I'm going to move this again, and I'm going to use, in this setting, I'm going to use the letter 0. Okay, went back to highlight it. See, it jumps back and forth a little bit, so I'm going to go back. Okay, there's my trem. And my number 2, I'm just going to change that. Okay. And if I leave that as an exclamation point, let's see what happens if I leave it space. I'll go back with the exclamation point. I like to see it nice and big. Okay, so now I call it Fender Tremo, and here my store button. Now it's saved. Now it's stored. So what I should be able to get now is my Fender sound. There you go. Now it's my distortion. And there you go. Pretty simple. If this has helped you, you could like us at davebyronmusic.com. Check out our other videos. I'm trying to keep these videos as short as possible so that you can get in and out on the functions that you need. I've got this set up for my live performances, and so this is primarily how I use this. And I do my recordings with it, but I just use it straight out of my quarter-inch outputs. I have it set to amped or simulator, so it's really set to the mixer. So when I go into a mixer, it sounds great. It's really set to go into the mixer. That's how I've got it set. So until next time, this is Rockin' Dave, and keep rocking.